start right here with this map that shows you how far to be off the wall, and a first timer can actually come out here and do this. We've made it that way. We've made it to where they can come out here and take the necessary steps of our agenda and put this course together themselves and be happy with the outcome. I walked right through it fairly quickly when I put the poles on the ground, and that's what we like to teach is take the map, put the poles on the ground, don't be afraid to make a mistake because you can always move the pole. But get all your mistakes made and move your poles before you bring all of the heavy equipment in. That's the main thing. So what we've done is we've walked it, and we were almost exactly where we needed to be. So now we're just tidying it up again here with a cross tape, squaring it up to our vertical. One of the other things that we have to do is make sure that everything is squared up, because if it isn't, in this tiny little ring here, they'll have trouble getting down to the out part of their lines, especially on a 3-stride like this being at 47.5 feet. So we want it to be right on the money, squared up. Trying to give the horse and rider all the advantages before they even get into the ring to ride. Okay. All right, so this here is fence number 7. I'm going to walk back to fence number 6 and see. When I look at this right now, I can already see that I want to change the angle a little bit here. So before I walk it, I want to try to slide it this way. Much better. Now I'm going to walk it and give it a distance. Now we've already taped that line off, so if you want to, start bringing all the wing standards off the trailer. So that right there walks 72 feet as a 5-stride, and that's exactly what I want them to do. So I'm going to make a mark, back this pole up. That should ride as a 5-stride during the equitation class. Checking my course diagram. Everything is squared up. Since everything is measured in this ring and everything is to scale, it has to look just like it does on the course map for this thing to ride the way that we have set it up. Right now we're in the process, kind of the skeleton mode. We have laid all the poles on the ground to make the skeleton of the course. Now we're filling in. So step number 2 is what they're doing right now, placing all the wing standards. Then we'll go through and place all the heights of the cups, hang our poles, hang our gates, and the next thing we're going to want to do is put all of our brick or stone walls in front of the jumps. And then the final thing would be the artificial cedar and any plants or foliage that we want to use to decorate with. Everything here is pretty basic and simple, inviting, a little challenging. And we never want to challenge these type of guys with distances. Safety is our #1 priority here. So I'm just making my rounds here, making sure all my lines are straight, making sure the poles are exactly where they are on the diagram as according to where I've placed them in the ring. And we'll do a complete walkthrough on this course once we do have it built and set up here. I just want to make sure that we have everything in place so we don't have to move these fences around again. All of these tracks, these have lines with measurements on them to set them at the proper heights, proper jumper levels. And we're setting everything out here at 2'6". You know, it's amazing what plants and artificial trees do for a course. They look really bare and bland without anything on them. This piece of cedar right here was made in our shop. It looks real, but it's artificial. Right down to the very end of the stalk here, it looks like real cedar. And by golly, you'd think you need to put gloves on to move it. It looks that real. And that's the process we're in right now, decorating the course. We put all this on the ground lines. All of these lines will ride differently as you start to put these jumps together. If you walk around into the track that the horse is going to take to approach each one of these jumps, you'll see that it's going to be a little bit different than when you put the pole on the ground. So now's the time that you fine-tune your course to help these folks get through it with the least amount of mistakes. We're trying to encourage these guys to get through this course with no problems.